At 2,000 feet above the ground, everything seemed completely normal. The engine roared with a familiar, steady power, and the controls felt firm and responsive in his hands. But in just a few seconds, the world of NASCAR legend Greg Biffle would be turned upside down forever. This wasn't just another close call on the racetrack. This was a nightmare unfolding in the open sky. A disaster that no one, least of all him, saw coming. Greg Biffle, one of NASCAR's most celebrated and skilled drivers, was a man who lived and breathed high speeds. He was used to the adrenaline, the split-second decisions, and the constant dance with danger on the asphalt. But this wasn't racing. This was flying, and unlike a racetrack, where a spin-out might end with a trip to the pit stop, the skies offered no second chances. It was a calm, ordinary afternoon when Greg boarded his private plane. The pre-flight checks were done, the route seemed routine, and the skies were clear and welcoming. Everything pointed to a smooth, uneventful flight. But as any pilot knows, hidden dangers often lurk just beyond the horizon, appearing when you least expect them. In the world of aviation, even the smallest, most insignificant error can cascade into a full-blown catastrophe. From a tiny mechanical fault, to an unexpected shift in the weather, to a simple human misjudgment, the sky holds no mercy. It is a beautiful but unforgiving realm. Just minutes into the flight, a sudden, piercing alarm blared through the cabin, shattering the tranquility. The powerful engine, which had been humming along perfectly, began to sputter and cough violently. The entire aircraft shuddered as if it had been struck by an invisible force. On the control panel, instruments went haywire, their needles dancing erratically. Years of quick decision-making from his NASCAR career kicked in instantly. Greg's mind raced, cycling through emergency procedures and checklists. But this was a different beast entirely. In a race car, you can feel the track through the tires. You have a connection to the ground. In the air, you are suspended, relying solely on aerodynamics and machinery. Seconds stretched into what felt like hours. Every single heartbeat seemed to echo in the terrifying silence between engine sputters. The plane then began an uncontrollable descent, nosing over and plummeting towards the earth. A chilling sense of panic, the kind that freezes you to your core, gripped even the most experienced crew. Looking out the window, the fields and forests below rushed up to meet them. A horrifying scene unfolding in what felt like surreal slow motion. Inside the cabin, Greg was alone with his thoughts, engulfed by a profound sense of fear. Memories of his life, of his greatest victories on the track, the gleaming trophies, the roar of the fanzit, all flashed through his mind in a rapid, disjointed montage. It was a stark and humbling reminder that fame, fortune, and exceptional skill are no match for the raw, untamable forces of nature. This was more than just a plane crash. It was a brutal test of survival, of raw instinct, and of sheer human courage in the face of certain doom. When emergency crews finally arrived on the scene, the story that emerged was even more heartbreaking. They found a hero, a champion known for his coolness under pressure, shaken but miraculously alive. Standing amidst the wreckage, he was facing a new, terrifying reality that no amount of racing could ever prepare him for. Investigators meticulously pieced together the events of that day. They discovered that the crash was caused by a devastating combination of a critical mechanical failure and an unexpected, rapidly developing weather front that hadn't appeared on any forecast. A single, minor error, compounded by the sheer unpredictability of nature, had nearly claimed the life of a NASCAR legend. This incident serves as a chilling, powerful reminder. Even the most experienced, highly skilled, and rigorously trained individuals are vulnerable when they take to the skies. The air is an environment that demands absolute respect, and sometimes, survival doesn't come down to training or procedure, but to split-second decisions made under unimaginable pressure decisions that we on the ground may never fully comprehend. Greg Biffle's plane crash wasn't just a fleeting headline. It was a profound story of human resilience. It was about a man who had conquered the most demanding racetracks in the world, only to face a challenge that humbled him to his very core. It reminds us that every flight, every engine check, and every single choice made in the cockpit matters immensely. Behind the tragedy of the crash lies a trove of invaluable lessons for pilots, for adventurers, and for all of us who take calculated risks in our daily lives. This is Behind the Crash, where we uncover the untold stories of survival, danger, and the pivotal moments that change everything. Greg Biffle survived. His plane did not. But the story remains as a stark warning, a crucial lesson, and a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit when pushed to its absolute limit. Always remember, the skies are breathtakingly beautiful, but they demand our unwavering respect. And sometimes, they deliver the harshest reminders of just how fragile life truly is. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that subscribe button and follow us for more incredible stories of survival. Stay safe out there.